What's up, G? Today, back to the Flash comic review, and guys, it's issue number 758, Legion of Zoom Part 2. Now, this is the end of Josh Williams' run, right? We get this Legion of Zoom, quick story arc, and then we get the final story arc called Finish Line. And we actually hear Reverse Flash say Finish Line, those two words, in this issue. So it's actually come to an end. The big Josh Williams Flash run that started way back in 2016. It's actually been almost over 100 issues, which is crazy. But yeah, it's been a great Flash run. As we pretty much in this point in the story, Reverse Flash is back. Flash got him pretty much brought him back to help out against Paradox, but now he's come pretty much a burden. Godspeed Die, Reverse Flash is going against the Flash. He pretty much got all these villains throughout time: Gorilla Grodd, Turtle, Captain Cold, Golden Glider, and Trickster pretty much fight off against Flash. Now he also got the Tornado Twins, which is the children of the Flash from the future. So he has a lot of different things going on, big plans for Barry Allen. Now last issue we saw pretty much those 5 different villains: Turtle, Trickster, Gorilla Grodd, Captain Cold, and Golden Glider pretty much attack Central City, and Barry pretty much get the help of Wally and Avery, the 2 speedsters, to fight off and help out and save Central City. All these different parts around Central City was just attacked, like the Speed Lab, but opening it up in this issue, we find out this is actually Barry's birthday. So this is actually very personal. And what happened was, yes, they saved people, yeah. They saved Barry brought pizza, they stopped, the villains got away, but they saved all these people. But at the same time, Barry's like, I can't really redo these people's, I can't take back all these people's trauma. These people are traumatized by what just happened, all this different destruction. And Barry actually finds his lab, the place he was actually always goes to, is Barry Allen when he's not the Flash, destroyed. That place is destroyed, guys. So it's actually a big deal, alright? It's a big part of Barry Allen's character, and he's like, this is very personal. Reverse Flash is really coming after me, and he tells Iris, there's only a few ways to beat Reverse Flash. It's only one way, and that's to think like him. And he's like, I hate that way, and Iris is like, don't come psychopath, don't do that. I get what you try to do, but let's just go by it, but don't become crazy, alright? I'll always stay by your side. So Iris is by Barry's side. Barry's like, okay, what's the first thing Reverse Flash would do? He's like, he would go after pretty much Avery, Wally, and pretty much Iris. So Barry pretty much takes him to kind of like a safe house, but takes him there and pretty much leaves him there. He's like, I'll be back, and Iris is like, hey, don't become insane, be careful. So then he leaves. Then he pretty much calls his dad, Henry, to check that he's safe. And it turns out Henry's being smart. He saw all the destruction, went to a safe house, and he's like, hey, I'm all good. We can meet up another time. We can have a father-son chat, but for now, be the hero. I'm proud of you. And Barry smiles. It's a big part of this issue that I can see people overlooking, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in this issue after this part. But this part of this issue is very important. It shows that father-son dynamic between them. And it hints at the thing of pretty much family. This is the only family Barry has left. Well, he also has his children, who comes up later in this issue. But yes, next, Barry goes to his pretty much childhood home. No one's there, he's just looking around, but then the Tornado Twins show up. And he's like, what? He's like, I remember you guys from the future, way back in the beginning of Josh Williams' run, in the whole, pretty much when Flash fought against Reverse Flash in the 3rd century. I think it was 25th century or 3rd century. But still, they show up and they start fighting against Barry. Barry's barely getting away, but he's actually getting hit a lot too. And they tell Barry that, hey, you want to help us out, right? No, you can't. You left us. 30th century, pretty much there's Iris. She told him that pretty much Barry left to save the multiverse, and he was gone, never came back. And that's when Reverse Flash came to play a couple issues. He went to the future and showed them real Flash is like, pretty much like a real hero. And that's respect Reverse Flash way more than Barry. And Barry's like, no, I can help you out. And they're like, no, we got enough help. And that's when Gorilla Grodd punches Barry, takes him out. We see Captain Cold, Golden Glider, Turtle, pretty much everybody, Trickster, Gorilla Grodd, Tornado Twins, all pretty much go around Barry and just start beating the crap out of him. And Turtle actually almost kills him, but they're like, no, leave him alive. We need him alive. And guys, actually before this, at the beginning of the issue, underground in Central City, we actually saw these different villains actually bickering. Like Gorilla Grodd, Turtle, Captain Cold, Golden Glider, and Trickster. They're all underground in Central City before they made this attack on Barry. And they're like, how can we trust Reverse Flash? And Trickster's actually talking some crap, saying, hey, it's just a wannabe Flash. And that's when Reverse Flash showed up that it said, hey, no, you don't want to mess with me for one, but if you stay with me in this whole plan, you'll be rewarded big, alright? You'll get a lot of big stuff, and you'll beat Barry Allen. And Gorilla Grodd's like, alright, that's all I want. I want to beat the Flash. We have all these different motives of these villains, but they're also sketchy about Reverse Flash's plan, and his plan comes huge here. We go back to the end of this issue where Barry's pretty much beat, alright? He's down, and Reverse Flash shows up, and he's like, hey, we reached the finish line. This is a big deal, because like I said, it's like the big finish line of this whole storyline. It's like, this pretty much the end of our whole like pretty much showdown, our whole rivalry, and we see Reverse Flash just go into Barry. He's like, this is gonna hurt. He goes into Barry, and Barry screams. Pretty much he takes over Barry's body, and all the villains are like, what the heck? We didn't sign up for this. He's like, wait, are we gonna get our pretty much side of the deal? And Reverse Flash's like, yes, but for now I gotta go see a family. He actually goes to see Iris and all that. I'm pretty sure, maybe somebody else, but still, he goes off to cause trouble. But we see Barry at the end of this issue inside of this pretty much his mind, and it's not the Speed Force, it's a different place, right? And what we see, which is pretty crazy, we see Max Mercury and Jesse Quick, yes, and it says pretty much next enemy or pretty much enemy or friend, and these are pretty much old Flash family members. Like, we have Max Mercury, a great character, we have Jesse Quick, really great character, and seeing them back is a big deal, right? And we'll see how this turns out next issue, Legion of Zoom Part 2. Actually, not Part 2, this is actually Part 2, but Part 3 next issue, and we'll see how Barry deals with this. But just seeing Max Mercury and Jessica Quick back was awesome, and the Tornado Twins this issue was really great, and I just liked all the villains. It was a really well-paced issue, and a shocking ending. Guys, the art by Christian Deuce, which I'm pretty sure he did most of the art in this issue, and then we had pretty much a different artist at the end, but the art throughout this issue was well done. I liked it, and yeah, it's not the best art in this series. Like, I want Howard Porter maybe to do some art. I want some other artists to try out too, but I still like the art in this issue. It's pretty smooth and went with the tone of the story. But yes, overall this issue, I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. It's pretty solid, great issue. Mostly the ending was the thing that shocked me. It was a pretty solid issue up to that point, but the ending was like, you know what, that gets me hyped. I'm excited for what comes next. In the comments below, tell me about this issue. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think about this whole Legion Zoom story arc? How do you think this whole Flash run will end? And what do you think about all the big revelations in this issue, like Reverse Flash take over Flash's body, Max Mercury and Jesse Quick returning, the Tornado Twins, what do you think about them? Tell me all your thoughts and theories down below. And guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up on your channel, make sure to subscribe to my next Flash comic review. I love this series, this is a great series, and I just like talking about and hearing your guys' thoughts. But yeah guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.